What? So what? Then whoa, Morena. So this is not even the real Morena, bro. What is going on? Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Peace Hammer Titan. We are back, guys. It's been 2 weeks. As you might know, I've been ill, so I didn't get a chance to record last week. So we have a double bill today. We're gonna cover 408, bro. I've fallen behind. It's 408 and 409. Right. Let's get right into this because I have been dodging spoilers for 2 whole weeks. I've obviously seen a few things, but let's just jump right into this. I am so excited. So last we saw this, Morena and Borksen were playing that weird little card game. Let's see where it goes. Okay. So we have Morena here. Okay. You go first. Please pick a card. So Borksen's obviously in a very tricky situation here. So this is negotiation part 2. So she's gone for that. Is it target card? Negotiation game. Begin. The aim card. Why did you pick this one? What? Chit chat is allowed? Then I'll go for it. But there's no penalty, is there? Of course. It's all right. We might as well get to know each other. Morena's a dodgy character, man. Say, are there others? Maybe about 50 in all? They all look really weird and mysterious. Nice try. They're not gonna talk. There are others, but no more questions. Use a card if there's something you want to ask. You might notice my voice is a little bit different, so I'm gonna be taking a lot more sips of water. I am yet to fully recover, so bear with me here, guys. Okay. I picked aim to help me decide, obviously. Fine, I won't answer any more of your questions either. Oh, that's sad. Alright, if you answer one question, you can ask me one question too. Thank you. So less than 50 of them. They didn't stiffen up, and the response was quick, so my guess wasn't even close. Probably about half that. My goal is the destruction of Kakin. Once that's done, I'll keep trying until the destruction of all humanity. I need you to do that. Crazy. Huh? That's not enough at all. If complete understanding is 100, I'm at a 3 right now. Oh, you're very curious, all right. I should probably start with my upbringing. Do you know of the second track fakers? Yes, the royals without succession rights, like you. Yes, the actual Morena Prudo, but not. Yes, the actual Morena Prudo, but I'm not even a royal. The real Morena is in a grave marked for me. What? So what? Then whoa, Morena. So this is not even the real Morena, bro. What is going on? Then who are you? The Carnilever Magist. This is my best French impression. That should give you an idea. You're a carnival orphan? Carnilever. Literally, farewell to the flesh. A carnival for the Kakin royal family, held once every few years. The royal family travels incognito to a randomly selected village and holds a feast. Every single villager is sorted on the spot as an entertainer or other. Les Majestes. An offence against the crown, punishable by death before modern times. Crimes even included lower-ranking officials speaking frankly and civilians looking a royal in the face. This is crazy. Even in present day, democratization, contraception, abortion, and Genetic testing of royals are considered treasonous acts against the prosperity of royal descendants and are immediately punishable by death. My mother was forced to entertain the royals for several days without rest or sleep. She was unable to even be aware that she'd become pregnant or given birth to me, and finally died when I was 2 years old. All carnival orphans were scarred at birth and sent to an institution, a base of operations for a human trafficking organization run by Haile and affiliated with the underground hospital that treated the mothers. Here, we were scientifically sorted into second track fakers or flesh. What? Bro, if this was me, I'd want to destroy the world too. I'd be like, I'd be like, screw everyone. I'd be doing the same thing, bro. This is insane. This is an insane backstory, man. This makes Meteor City look like heaven. What is... Kakin's a disgusting place, man. Here, we were scientifically sorted into second track fakers or flesh. I was categorized as flesh. For the next 20 years or so, as flesh, you get the idea. Recently, I was fortunate... Oh, you get the idea. Let's go back. That's not good. I don't want to even know what she means by that. I have ideas that I'm not even going to mention. Recently I was fortunate to become the boss of Haile. While I fulfilled my role as flesh, I discovered a certain talent of mine, and I honed it bit by bit. That's my ability, which served as a catalyst from which I came to plot Kakin's demise. The carnival is held irregularly. Orphans are classified according to the last 2 digits of Kakin's calendar. I'm year 98. Over the 20 years before I became Haile boss, there have been 7 batches of carnival children. This is all crazy information. This is all crazy information to take in. This is crazy, Togashi. This is crazy. All this information will come back to haunt us in some way, shape or form. I'm telling you, man. Togashi doesn't give us this kind of stuff and just leave it. Orphans are classified according to the last 2 digits of the Kakin calendar. I'm year 98. The carnival is held irregularly. Bloody hell, man, what's wrong with me? Over the 20 years before I became Haile boss, there have been 7 batches of carnival children. The most recent batch of orphans is year 20, last year's. Meaning the last carnival was held 2 years ago, the year after the democratization commemoration celebration. That's not easy to say. Do you understand? Kakin hasn't changed at all, and it won't change ever. This is the general framework from which my desire to destroy Kakin grew. I need people to help me achieve my goal, each with special abilities, and the one whose ability will fulfill the most critical role is you. That's why we invited you here, and why we're trying to recruit you. How do you know it's me? I can't answer that with this card. And that's it for this one. Bro, he's come and shuffled the cards. Okay, please slide a card towards me and flip it over. So she just slid the card, she just flipped it, and it's a joker. The joker, yes. And no, yes and no are no different to me. So this card has practically no effect on me. Discard the Joker and pick the next card. The Power card. Wow, you're asking about me twice in a row. I'm flattered. I'll try to explain this as clearly as I can. Have you ever heard about Nen? Only recently. I don't know how much of what I've heard is right. It's basically a superpower, and it's supposedly being used in the succession battle. That's correct. As a general understanding. It's true it's like a superpower, but anyone can learn it with training. There's also abilities that can awaken people to Nen. My ability includes that aspect, so you don't need to train a long time. I see. Then could you tell me what your ability is? Yes. To put simply, my ability is to give abilities to those with the same goals as me, and to spread that circle. I am the dealer, or mater, as it were, with a maximum of 22 players, or children. Once they earn enough points, they can also become a parent themselves, and produce more children. Rather like a pyramid scheme. Contagion. I listen to each of their goals, consider their attributes, and assist and support the development of their abilities. How cunning. Aim and ability. The structure of the explanation is such that no matter which is picked first, you want to hear the other. If I had picked ability first, she wouldn't go any further than this. To be honest, I rather, don't want Kakin to cease to exist. Duty, responsibility, national defense, none of it means much to me. I was going to float through the rest of the hopefully long life ahead of me. It's unnerving to have someone else's big ambitions suddenly waltz in and mess all that up. I don't need it. Oh. Each. Isn't it to destroy Kakin? Bro, what is going on, bro? This is a lot. So, okay. I was in military school since before I can remember. And I was taught that my duty was defending this country's safety as long as war doesn't break out during my lifetime, right? Fortunately, I was smart enough to squeak into officer training school. We had to risk our lives to listen to pop songs from rival countries a few months after their release, but learning about the untouchable outside world was a normal part of our high school curriculum. We have the worst flood control in the world, yet we rank highest in manufacture of man-made particles that linger in the stratosphere and information processing throughput. That's the kind of country I live in, but it's still home. All I wanted was to have a modest, ordinary life in my own little corner. Oh, probably somewhere in between military prep school instructor in the boonies, and I don't know, secretary number 4 for the General Affairs Office Deputy Director at the National Defense Agency. I don't want any of this. Things turned iffy when Beyond or whoever pledged to go to the new continent. And now we're talking about superpowers and destroying humanity. Destroying Kakin is my own personal small goal. I feel sorry for you, I really do. But even if I wanted someone in my life to go away, I never considered murder as an option. The larger goal we have in common here is killing people in general, either directly or indirectly. We all have different reasons and circumstances, targets and quotas. Those are our small goals. So basically, the common creed they share is killing. They share the common creed of killing. However, the overarching theme is to destroy Kakin. The little soldiers, Dogman, they might not want to destroy Kakin, but they have some reason to want to kill these people. Some of them are just lunatics. I think some of them were lunatics. like Luini with the little moon scar under his eye. I just think he was, I just think he was mental. People like that, I don't really think they have a goal. I'm glad I found out that you're an honest person and that I can't relate at all to your goals. The superpower is greatly affected by personality and state of mind. With this information, I have to get out of this extraordinary mess, no matter what. You just said personality affects superpowers. How do you know my ability that I don't even have yet is important when you hardly know me? You can hide behind the rhetoric that everyone is special. Isn't that a negotiation tactic to make me think I'm special? You are a specialist. Nen abilities are classified into 6 types. How does she know this? Yours is very rare among them. One of my people is an enhancer. He enhanced his sense of smell and gained the ability to sniff out abilities. He's currently at the level where he can identify a person's type just from the faint aura they emit before they awaken to Nen. Ooh, Dogman can sniff your Nen type. Your Nen. That is crazy. Dogman can sniff your Nen type before you even awoken Nen. That's crazy. Easy. He's like a walking water divination test. That is crazy. And even then, the water divination test requires you to actually use aura. That is crazy. Even now, he's searching for people like you, specialists, before they know Nen. It may not be accurate, as it's from our own research, but I think the occurrence of specialists is about 1 in 3,000 people. Surely you can figure out what that means. 27% enhancers. Conjurers, manipulators, quite rare. It's comparatively rare, to be sure, but there could very well be 50 to 60 more of them on board this ship. It would be best if we can find someone with the larger goal in common. It doesn't have to be you in particular. This is very smart. This is a brilliant idea. Get the specialists on your side. Get the specialists on your side. Get these, like, if you can get someone with a really broken ability, like a maniac, on your side, and then get them to kind of, like, you could do so much, man. This is crazy. Morena's, again, I'm not adding her to the list yet. I'm not adding her to the smart list. I've got a smart list going. I'm not going to add her to that list yet. She's not proven herself just yet for me, but she's up there. It would be best if you can find someone. It would be best if we can find someone with the larger goal in common. It doesn't have to be you in particular. In fact, he's come across a few specialists who know Nen already. He was quite excited that one of them was a floor master of the Heavens Arena, super famous among the MMA crowd. He found Crollo. He's found Crollo. Crollo ain't gonna join these guys. He's gonna be like, yo, get the hell out of my face, you dog-looking guy, bro. He'll be like, he's gonna bite him away. That's what I mean by your risk increasing the longer this takes. That's it for explaining abilities. I want to hear a bit more about specialists, specifically about what kind of ability you'd have me acquire. That's closely related to the yes and no cards. I'll explain about specialists. Put very simply, it's just very, very useful. There are some practical limitations for the other types. Transmuters, for example, have a hard time learning manipulative abilities, but specialists have none of that. If there were any negatives at all, it's that they might not realize they're specialists, focus on another type, and regret it later on. This can and does happen. So if you know what you are beforehand, you can try learning a really unique ability that doesn't belong to any type, or a hybrid ability that would usually require training in multiple types to an advanced level. As a side note, I'm also a specialist. My ability is quite unique. Join me and learning and improving Nen abilities based on points. How convenient. An advanced hybrid of all 5 types, it seems. So of course I have a specific request pertaining to your ability. And that's more of this card over here. So I can't say anything else. I'm sorry. If you pick the yes card, I'll tell you what kind of ability I'd want you to learn if you choose to join us. So they can pick abilities. This is like Shire-proof. Or she's gonna is she gonna hand the abilities out? I don't know. No. She's gonna get them to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Specialists are still kind of a mystery because we've still not seen a specialist like start from scratch and then like, or we have actually with Sridnik. We haven't seen many specialists start from scratch and then pick up an ability and just run with it. Like, I would love to see how Crollo learned that he could conjure a book called Skill Hunter and then steal other people's abilities with it. It's just brilliant. It's just so unique. Okay. Was there tissue in my bed this whole time? Oh, minor. I'm ill. I get a pass. Okay. If you pick the yes card, I'll tell you what kind of ability I want you to learn if you choose to join us. It's part of the discussion of what role you'd be expected to have once you join our team, rather than a question on Nen abilities. Got it? Yes. No matter which card I pick next from the 4 remaining, it doesn't change my number of options. It seems like she still answer questions a bit on cards, even after they get sent to the graveyard. Besides the question A card. Besides the question A card. The more information I have, the better, but the time risk she mentioned also comes into play. Whether I prolong this game or not can be decided once my options become limited. Just pick the yes card. Oh dear, that's too bad. The second card, and you're already not joining us? The others are also disappointed. This tells me at least that they haven't witnessed any cheating in the past. But don't be optimistic. Have they even played this game before with someone who doesn't want to join them? If I'm the first, of course they'd react this way. Oh well, I'll do my best until the very end. No and X are very different after all. Do you want to know how? Well, sure, I'll oblige. I'll pick the card. I'll pick the no card. Okay, I'll explain what happens if the no card is the last to remain. The essential part is the difference. No means you won't join us, whereas X voids the game itself. We consider no a firm expression of your will, a complete and irrevocable rejection. Here it comes. Yes and no are basically the same. This is the time to persuade / threaten me until I think yes is the only option between yes and no. I'll take it to mean you and those around you will not be one of us. You'll be classified as other. Simply points for us to accrue in order to level up and to attain our goal. We won't try to recruit you again, however. We can't have you leave after you know our secrets. And there it is. Doesn't that basically mean even the X card is pointless? The third trap. That this game itself is all a trap to make me say yes. She's got no way out. And she knew it. Borksen knew it. She has no way out. It's join us or If the X card remains, it will still be the same. That you know our secrets, but that too will be included in voiding of the game. That doesn't mean we'd erase your memory. We'll trust you and pretend that none of this happened, and we'll try not to make any contact with you if if at all possible. Not to mention, there'll be no cheating by twisting that none of it happened into pulling a hey, we've never met, we've never met, have we? Let's play a game. We'll also try not to involve anybody around you. Specifically, we'll go over the information we learn and the people you care about. Share that information among us and avoid those people. Although, considering our ultimate goal, the more correct expression would be to put them off until later. To save time, I need to ask outright. The X card not only has no merits for you, but the risk to you are high. I can't believe that you trust me under these circumstances either. Can you explain how this makes sense for you so I'd understand? Oh, good. I was about to explain that. It's actually a long story, but the merits are precisely that it's very risky. I see. Vows and limitations. High risk, high return. It's very important. It's a very important component in Nen. This is exactly what I said in the last video. This is part of her Nen ability. This game, the risk in this game is part of her Nen ability. 100%. If the negotiations fall in a game of life and death, well, that's it. Even if that comes at a great risk, I must accept the outcome. By playing the game that way, my ability can more strongly support my team. It's the same for those who join. By taking on the risk that you die if no is your last cut. By taking on the risk that you die if no is your last card, the effect of my ability and the resulting team and unity becomes stronger. Perfect. This is part of Contagion. Basically, this card game is either part of Contagion or it works in tandem with Contagion. It's brilliant. It's kind of, yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. That didn't upset you much. Wonderful. Well, I knew it was coming, and I guess it didn't. I guess it doesn't feel real yet. Oh, it'll feel quite real when you're down to 2 cards. Go on. X. Now, the cards I have left are No, Death, and Return, Survival. Special martial law. Special martial law has been declared. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Ooh! I am very happy to be reading 2 chapters today. So this game is being interrupted right now. Let's carry on. Beautiful. Do. Where are we? 409. Hit us. Let's go. Let's not waste any time. I can't lie, that was a heavy chapter, man. My voice was struggling there. Special martial law. Special martial law has been declared. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Passengers on Tier 5, follow orders from the military police and your bosses. The problem in an upper tier will not affect Tier 5. Do not be alarmed. Likewise with Tier 4, the closure of the passageway is to prevent the problem from disrupting the lower tiers. Safety measures are in place, and this issue will not affect Tier 4. Special martial law, the maximum alert in response to a national threat. All citizens on Tier 3 face the nearest wall and kneel. It should say kneel, right? Face the nearest wall and kneel, I'm assuming it meant. Place both hands on the wall and stand by. Face the nearest wall and knee. Place both hands on the wall and stand by. Do not move until you receive orders from the Royal Army. If you do not comply, you will be shot. With this announcement, all the Royal Army soldiers are granted the right to shoot anybody suspicious without warning. It'll be their duty to remove any armed citizens and eliminate subversives. This is crazy, man. Chapter 409, Negotiation Part 3. Even Morena is a bit tense. I don't blame her. I was just on Tier 1 a short while ago, and I still didn't expect this. I forgot the funeral is either still on or it just ended. So it's crazy. It's a crazy time for this to be happening. But now I can narrow down where we are. They wouldn't broadcast the upper tier announcements to the lower tiers. Now I know for sure we're above tier 3. I pick deal. If the broadcast continues, I'll be able to narrow it down more. What? It's my turn. The deal card. Having the beard? No. Beard's clean, hopefully. All citizens on tier 2, return to your rooms at once. Do not hold anything in your hands and await further instructions. Leave all doors open. Sit on a chair and place both hands on a table, or keep them raised above your shoulders. You're so calm, even through this. Sorry there. You're so calm, even through this. Amazing. All right, the game goes on. I didn't think the risk to our side would actually surface with this timing. At this volume, she should have heard me over the announcement. She should have heard me over the announcement if she was listening. She had to ask twice because she was distracted by the announcements. And 2, she needed time. She needed to buy time to organize her thoughts. Either way, this interruption benefits me. She understood the emergency, yet agreed to continue the game. She either thinks this hideout won't be found, or she's confident they won't be neutralized. This isn't that big a deal for me. If this game continues without a hitch, we won't argue over the results. It would be best, of course, if the Royal Army come in and neutralize them, but then I could get hit by a stray bullet, or they would assume I'm one of Morena's people and shoot me. Even if I don't get shot, I'm likely to be taken into custody, questioned and tortured. The deal card means you can take back a card from the graveyard by fulfilling my small request. To get out of this as peacefully as possible, I'd need to leave the game with the X card. I know what to request already. A kiss. Don't be like this, Morena. Don't get saucy. Don't get saucy. That's mouth to mouth, a deep kiss. Just one, but it'll last until I'm satisfied. You dirty, dirty woman. It has to do with my ability, so I'll warn you. The kiss is one of the conditions to grant my ability to my followers. I'll need to fulfill 3 conditions to have you join me. The negotiation game must end with a yes. I infect you with my ability via a kiss. You must be present where I or someone on my team commits murder. The order doesn't matter, but all 3 must happen or it won't count. So don't worry. Please decide whether you'll oblige under these conditions. Everyone on tier 1 must be present where I or someone on my team commits murder. You must be present where I. So does that mean the murder can happen and then she turns up? Or she has to be there when the murder happens? You must be present where I or someone on my team commits murder. She didn't say when, she said where. Okay. Everyone on tier 1, please return to your rooms and await a military investigation. Once that's done, your freedom to resume your daily activities prior to martial law is guaranteed. The emergency broadcast meant for tier 1. It would never be broadcast in the lower tiers. It means we're in tier 1. Was there a way on this ship cruise to kidnap me from tier 3, then carry me to tier 1? That can't be right. She's the high lead boss. She pretended to be the second track faker to take over. She had a residence on tier 1 to begin with as a shadow to the royals. If they set it up so they can get all the broadcasts here, we could be anywhere. I know it's a lot to ask. I promise we won't force any of those conditions onto you. There's something I need to know, and I have to get the X card back. I'll do it. I have to. All right. Step over here. Well, look at her blushing. Bloody hell. Look at her blushing. She definitely fancies her, weirdo. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. What for? Well, I didn't think that would be our first. How did you know Don't answer that. This is so awkward. Do you want to take a minute? What's the big deal? I want that X back. Come on, let's go. You don't have to push yourself. I love how Tagashi censored that. He didn't give him a... He didn't tell us how long that kiss was either. I love how he gave us an off-screen kiss and she was there blushing. Hilarious. This is seriously unnecessary. Hold on. These two cards. Can I turn them over and look at them? I took my eyes completely off them during your sexual harassment session. Oh my god. As I've been saying, I am not cheating. You still want to see them? Are you saying they're both X? Yes. It's not a problem if you're not cheating, is it? No, it's not, but it's sad. Some people want to look through their partner's cell phones while claiming you wouldn't mind if you're not guilty. It just says you don't trust me. That really turns me off. That's okay with you? Yes. Can I flip them over? So sad. We even kissed. Shut up, that wasn't kissing. I flipped them over. Okay. We got a return card. X and then no. See? They're no and return. Yes. Okay. Take your pick. She's taken the X card. Oh, that's too bad. Would you like to check those two cards again? Go on. Please pick your last card. If you have only one question, we can skip the Q&A card and go straight to QB. To pick, we can skip the QA card and go straight to QB. I pick the QA card. Okay, I'll answer as many questions as you have. Let's begin. The hideout. This hideout is somewhere in tier 5. No. This hideout is either on tier 4 or tier 3. No. This hideout is either in tier 2 or tier 1. No. What? You're lying. No. This hideout is on board the Black Whale. Yes. The hideout is made using an ability. Yes and no. What? Where could it... What? This hideout is between tiers 2 and 3. Yes. This was planned all along since before they built the Black Whale. That was the sound of the central gate connecting tiers 2 and 3 being completely shut. We must be around here. The entrance to the hideout is somewhere regular people can't access. There are multiple entrances. Yes and no. I'm reading it wrong. The entrance to the hideout is somewhere regular people can't access. Yes and no. There are multiple entrances. Yes. There are 2 entrances in all. No. 3. No. 4. No. 5. Yes. Her first pause before her answer. It wasn't hesitation. More like counting in her mind to ensure she's truthful. I'll use those vows and limitations to my advantage. Including you, there are now 23 of you in all. No. 22. No. So you want to be able to get any of us. So you won't be able to get any of us after I leave. 21. Yes. I'll use those vows and limitations to my advantage, so you won't be able to get any of us after I leave. If I get to walk away from here, the information you gathered will be voided, and you'll keep your promise. Yes. If the no card is the last remaining, you're going to kill me. Yes. You're the only specialist among the 21 of you. Yes. You know all 20 of their abilities. No. There is currently 1 enhancer. No. I'll squeeze as much information as I can out of them. Last question. I'm actually glad I talked to you and got to know you. If I get the card that enables me to leave, I'll try to change Kakin in ways that I can. But you don't intend to change your goal. No. You won't change your goal at all. No. You won't change your goal no matter what happens. No. If if we could find something, maybe anything that could allow us to meet halfway, no, I won't change my goal. I will not change my goal. All right. And he's shuffling it again. Now, decide which card to discard and slide it forward. This is your last card. Ooh, this is tense, man. Let's do this. Let's do this at the same time. If that's the return, I die. If this is the return, I'll forget everything that happened here and leave. Alright then. On 0, 3, 2, 1. Bam. She got the no card. She got to discard the no card. Yes, oh god. Congratulations. A shame. But it is what it is. Now exchange return with the card you want. And the game is over. Oh. I'm sorry. I crushed the return card. It's all crumpled up now. It's alright. We use a new set every time. That's good. Isn't that... Isn't that a mistake? No. It's not a mistake. She picked yes! She's like, I'm trying to join the high elite. Gang. I'm on that gang-ish. She's like, shout at me, guys. She's been won over. And she's a specialist. Bear in mind, she's only the second specialist here. She's only the second specialist that's joined this tier now. So, it joined the High Elite now. So, whoa. It's not a mistake. She's changed her mind. Crazy. My favorite part was the questioning. She said the questioning was absolutely brilliant. I'm probably going to go back and read that. The questioning was phenomenal. The little questioning session was out of this world, man. Tagashi does it again, man. This is... Wow. Why was martial law called? I'm curious. There's so much going on that we don't know, guys. There's so much going on. So much to unpack. Crazy. But yeah, guys, that's it for now. Subscribe, like, share. It's been brilliant. And I'm very excited for 410. But yeah, it's been your boy Peace Hammer Titan. It's good to be back. Peace.